Hello friends and potential friends. Well, this is going to be an interesting growing season for me. And it's becoming pretty clear that my asparagus has not been doing a good enough job at teaching me patience. I think I recall mentioning that my first round of tomato seeds, hardly anything germinated, so I planted a second round. Also had a lot of other things that didn't germinate in that first round. Asparagus, Swiss chard, those are a few that I can think of right offhand. But now I'm starting to see some things that are kind of puzzling to me, but not really. When I have seeds that fail to germinate, I generally dump the soil back into my tub out here in the lab and reuse that soil for other seeds. But I'm learning now that this year I've got to be even more patient because things seems to be germinating pretty slow. And the way I can tell that is, these are a couple of Roma seedlings. And if you've seen some of my older videos, you know when I plant these seedlings, I start them out in a tub of dirt like that. And then I go through when they get about the size of those four, and I move them one seedling at a time into my yogurt cups. Well, this year I'm finding weird things going on because this Roma, for example, has got another seedling coming up in it. This Roma has got two more seedlings coming up in it. The fun part is I don't know what those seedlings are. They could be anything that I planted because things are coming up slow. There's a Napa cabbage back here that's got something else coming up in it. Over here in this mini romaine lettuce, I've got what looks like a bunching onion seedling coming up. Over here is dinosaur kale. Except that guy there looks suspiciously like Swiss chard. Here's some that are interesting. I think one or two videos ago I pointed out that I had one Roma yogurt cup that had 4 or 5 other plants coming up in it. So I figured they were just more Romas. Somehow I had transferred more seeds into the yogurt cup. So I separated them out. This one here came out of that cup. Looks to me like Swiss chard. This one looks like Swiss chard. But there's also a tomato and a couple more unknowns popping up there. This one here looks like Swiss chard. There's another Roma cup that's got 3 other seedlings popping up in it. There's 2 in the one next to it. There's 1 in the one next to that. The one right behind it has got 2 or 3 other seedlings. The one that really gets me is this Praxis cherry tomato. It's kind of hard to see, but right in the middle, that's a Praxis cherry. And scattered around it, there's at least 6 or 7 other seedlings that have come up in there. And some of them look like tomatoes. I'm not certain, but this one here might be a homestead tomato. That one back there is another tomato. I don't know. It doesn't look like a homestead, so it might be something else. I just don't know. So my dilemma is, do I discard all the extras? Or do I just plant them and wait and see what I get? There's an Everglade back there in the corner. It's got a Swiss chard growing next to it. There's 3 tomatoes in that one cup, but I only put 1 in there. There's another one that's got, it says Everglade, but it's got a couple other seedlings popping up, which may or may not be Everglades. They do look like tomatoes. The one that really drives home the point to me that I need to go back to school and learn a little bit more patience is this Everglades tomato that I've got planted here. If I can get a look at it, that little skinny thing right there looks like asparagus. It's just trying to tell me I need to learn patience. So it's going to be an interesting growing season. I'm going to have stuff growing all over the place, and a lot of it I won't know what it is until later. So take a lesson from me, be a little bit more patient. Seeds seem to be germinating a little bit slower this year. And if you recycle your soil, especially for the ones you think didn't germinate, you might be in for some surprises. That's about it for now, and I'll see you next time.